Why is your dress short? Didn't your mom see you before leaving?
And how is it your business?
Marian, why are you wearing clothes that show your stomach? Go back inside and change. A girl your age is not supposed to dress like that. Marian said nothing and went to change. She was a quiet girl and always tried to mind her own business. Mama P shook her head. And why would you make your hair so long? Don't you know only girls who follow men do this kind of hair? You should not make this kind of hair again. See my own daughter. She's learning makeup. When she finishes, she will do makeup for big celebrities and collect big money. And Marian, all she does is press her phone all day. Mama P was known in the neighborhood as a very troublesome woman. She could not see something and not comment on it. She always stopped people to talk, and the name Mama P was given to her by the neighbors because she was so troublesome. But most of all, she always put her eyes on one particular person, Marian. Marian lived in the compound, and no matter how quiet she was, Mama P never let her rest. Earlier that day, Mama P had stopped Marian's mother as she returned from the market. "Madam, I saw your daughter talking to a boy at the street. She always wears short clothes, and I don't like it. You must train her very well, or she will grow up to be a loose girl." Marian's mother was surprised but said, "Okay, Mama P. I will talk to her." Mama P always targeted Marian and never left her alone. That afternoon, as Marian was passing by quietly, Mama P called out again, "Marian, come here." "Mama P, did you call me?" "Yes." "Didn't you see me sweeping? Why didn't you collect the broom from me?" "Ma, my mom sent me on an errand." "You are a very disrespectful girl, Marian. You don't respect your elders, and I will make sure you do. You must learn simple manners. Now leave here." Marian stood there for a moment, confused. She didn't know what to say. Then she quietly turned and walked away. That same morning, water had finished in the compound, so everyone had to go to the next compound to fetch water. People were moving up and down with buckets. As Marian was passing with her bucket, Mama P saw her again and looked at her from head to toe, looking for something to say. "Marian, why would you wear this outside? Look at what you are wearing." Marian stopped and replied, "Because it's early in the morning and I'm fetching water." "Do you expect me to wear a long gown to fetch water?" It was the first time she spoke like that. Mama P looked at her and said, "So you can reply me now." Marian did not answer again. She adjusted her bucket and started walking. As she was leaving, Mama P said, "She thinks she can frustrate me. Me and her will enter the same trouser soon." Marian kept walking, her face serious, still thinking about everything that just happened. She knew her next decision would be brutal. After that day, Marian tried her best to avoid Mama P. Anytime she saw her outside, she would quickly pass or look the other way. She did not want any trouble again, but Mama P did not stop. One evening, she went to meet Marian's mother. "Your daughter does not greet me anymore," Mama P said. "She has become rude. I don't know why." Marian's mother looked surprised. "Oh, Mama P, please don't be angry. I will talk to her. Maybe she did not see you." Mama P shook her head. "She saw me." Marian's mother said calmly, "I will still talk to her." Mama P said nothing again and left. When her mother came inside, she called Marian. "Marian," Mama P said, "you don't greet her again." Marian sighed. "Mommy, I greet her. I just try to avoid her because she is always looking for my trouble." Her mother nodded. "I understand. But still try and greet her when you see her." Marian said, "Okay." A few days later, in the afternoon, Marian was outside with her phone. She placed it in front of her and started recording. She danced a little and smiled. Mama P came outside and saw her. She stood there and watched her for a while. "Marian, what are you doing?" Marian heard her but did not answer. She continued her video. Mama P walked closer and tapped her. I said, "What are you doing?" Marianne stopped and picked up her phone. "I'm creating content to post online." Mama P looked at her from head to toe. "So you are now shaking your body online for men to see? Look at the kind of cloth you are wearing." Marianne opened her mouth as if she wanted to talk back, but she held herself and kept quiet. Just then, her mother came outside. "What is happening here?" Marianne said, "Mama P is telling me to stop creating content." Her mother looked at Mama P. "I know what my daughter is doing. There is nothing wrong with it." Mama P said, "There is something wrong. Look at what she is doing outside." Her mother replied, "She is not doing anything bad. She is old enough." Mama P said, "But it's still wrong to be dancing for the whole world to see. Train your daughter, Mama Marianne," she said, and walked away. Marianne and her mother went inside. Inside, Marianne sat down. "Mommy, that woman is so annoying. She can't focus on her own life. She's always looking for issues where there is none." Her mother said, "Just ignore her. Don't let her disturb your mind. We all know she's a troublesome woman, and the best is to avoid any kind of trouble with her." Marianne shook her head. "If she does not take her time, I will do something she will not like." Her mother looked at her and laughed. Not knowing that Marianne was serious, later that afternoon, Marianne dressed to visit her friend and stepped outside quietly. Mama P saw her and called her, asking, "Didn't your mom see you when you were in the house?" Marianne looked at her calmly. "What is your business? I am not your mate. I am old enough to give birth to you." Mama P yelled, "I have been quiet all this time," Marianne said firmly. "Why are you always attacking me? What did I do to you?" Mama P raised her hand to slap her. Marianne held her hand and pushed her. Mama P lost her balance and fell to the ground. Marianne stepped back, looking down at her. "Face your family and leave me alone. Your daughter, the one you are supposed to teach and guide, is the one bringing shame. Your daughter is pregnant." Mama P froze. Her eyes went wide. She could not believe Marianne knew. She was speechless and ashamed. Marianne continued, "All this time, you have been busy judging me and trying to control me. Look at your own home. Your daughter, the one you were supposed to guide, is the one bringing disgrace. Learn to focus on your home." Marianne left her there, smiling, fulfilled with what she had done. The neighbors who had been watching whispered and laughed quietly. They laughed and said, "She deserves it. She was always on everyone's neck in the compound." One tenant said, "She always had an advice to give people even when she needs it herself." Another tenant replied, "That's true. This would teach her a lesson to learn to keep her mouth shut." They all laughed. Mama P slowly stood up, her face red and trembling. She said to herself as she walked, "My daughter has brought shame and disrespect to me." She was so ashamed and immediately went to her house. Apart from the neighbors who saw her, she didn't have the mind to report Marianne to her mother because she knew that she's a troublemaker and now her daughter is pregnant. The next morning, Miriam saw Mama P and her daughter outside cooking. She walked up intentionally and greeted them. "Good morning, Mama P. What are you cooking this morning?" Miriam asked with a mocking tone. Mama P didn't answer, but Miriam smiled anyway. She even greeted Mama P's daughter. Miriam laughed softly as she walked away, thinking to herself, "So Mama P can be this calm. She thinks she's perfect." She used to carry her daughter on her head, bragging about how her daughter would grow up to be a big makeup artist, doing makeup for celebrities, comparing her daughter to everyone around her, saying she's better than us. But now, instead of focusing on her daughter's future, she was busy trying to control other people's children. And look at her daughter, the one she said would be perfect, now pregnant out of wedlock. She didn't focus her energy on her own family. Miriam shook her head and smiled. See, this is what happens when you focus on controlling others instead of your own life. Always mind your own business. You never know what will happen next, And people won't pity you if you've been wicked to them. Miriam walked away proud of herself, knowing she had finally brought peace to her own life, and she knows for a fact peace would reign in their compound and neighborhood.